Good morning, dear students. In the last class, I have completed Unit 3, and in today's class, I am going to start a fresh unit, Unit 4, that is Resource Management and Security in Cloud. Okay, so the fourth unit is all about resource management, how we are going to manage the resources, and what are all the securities that is available, features that are available in cloud. So this is what I am going to teach you in Unit 4. So the first topic which I am going to teach you under this Unit 4 is inter-cloud resource management. So within clouds, between clouds, how the resource managements can be done. Okay, so inter-cloud resource management I am going to teach you in this class. Okay, so the prime objective of this inter-cloud resource management is it helps in attaining multiple objectives. So if you see, there will be different clouds, different cloud environment, different applications working in the cloud. So if you see, there will be multiple objectives. So how effectively we can attain multiple objectives, that is the importance of this inter-cloud resource management. Only with this inter-cloud resource management, you can attain multiple objective. Okay, so that is this multiple objective optimization is the main goal of inter-cloud resource management. Okay, so let's see what are the features that are available in this inter-cloud resource management. So if you see, actually it has been categorized into 5 features. The first one, if you see, that is organization resource. So whatever the resource you have in an organization, that will be clubbed as a root. Okay, so there will be different resources that will be available under a single organization. So clubbing of all the resources together under a single root is possible with this resource management. Okay, so the first one is organization resource. All the resources are clubbed together under a single organization as a root node. The second one is organization policy. Organization policy in the sense, each organization will have its own policy of editing or reading or writing, some restrictions in the resource. Okay, so they have their own policy, their own read permission or write permission for each and every individual resource that is available in the cloud. So that is organization policy. The second one, that is the entire control is there over the resource. You have the resource under organization resource. So how those resource can be managed, whether it can be read, whether it can be written, whether it can be updated or delete can be done. So all those things can be defined with the help of organization policy. So the third one is cloud IAM policy. So this cloud IAM policy tells you what can be done and what cannot be done. Okay, it defines what are the works, what are the policies or what are the actions can be done or it cannot be done. So the operations which can be done or cannot be done can be defined with the help of cloud IAM policy. The fourth one is asset inventory. So asset inventory, so inventory is nothing but a collection of entire resource. Okay, so here in asset inventory you have all managed inventory services together. Okay, whatever the services that are available that are clubbed together under this asset inventory. Okay, then the last one, if you see, create, delete or update the projects. So whatever the projects that is available under your organization, that can be deleted or it can be modified or it can be updated or created newly under this resource management, which belongs to a particular organization. Okay, so these are the certain features that are available when we go for this inter-cloud resource management. So what are the features? Organization resource, organization policy, cloud IAM policy, then we have asset inventory as well as create, update and delete projects that belongs to a particular organization. So these are some of the features that are available under this inter-cloud resource management. Secondly, I am going to teach you a topic, resource provisioning and resource provisioning methods. What is resource provisioning and what are the methods that are available for resource provisioning? So if you see this resource provisioning, it is nothing but setting up a IT infrastructure. So if you need a particular resource, immediately you cannot get it, right? If you need a RAM or if you need a storage, you cannot simply get it. So you need a particular setup, a pakka setup is required to get those services, okay? So setting up an IT infrastructure, you call it as provisioning, okay, resource provisioning. So let's see what are the methods that are available under this resource provisioning. So there are 4 methods, 4 provisioning methods. The first one is server provisioning. So by the word itself, you can understand what is server provisioning. So setting up a server, you call it as server provisioning, okay? So with the help of the server provisioning, you can create a new machine and you can bring that machine to a working state with a particular resource like hard disk or memory or the processing power. So whatever is required, you are going to create a new one and you are bringing it to a working state. So that you call it as server provisioning, setting up a server. The second one is user provisioning. User provisioning is nothing but monitoring the access right as well as authorization privileges. So monitoring access right is, so every contents are available in cloud. So who can access that particular content? So that has to be set using user provisioning. Who can access a content in a cloud? Right? So the administrator can access, or a particular person, what is his privilege? What is he able to do? Whether he can read the content or write a content or modify a content. So that can be set under this user provisioning. Okay. So if you see the user, normally if you see, he is assigned to a group. So if you see, student community is one group, faculty community is another group. So whatever the message that is conveyed to the faculty community won't be conveyed to the student. Okay. For the student community, you will be having a separate message. For a faculty community, you will be having a different message. Okay. So likewise, user is assigned to a particular group, maybe a faculty or a student, and each group is assigned with some role. So the faculty can read and write, whereas the student can only read. So this is the example of accessing a particular content from a group. Okay, clear? So a content is there, a faculty community or a faculty group can read as well as write the content in that group. Whereas the student community will be able to only read the content, they cannot modify the content that is present inside the group. Okay, so that is user provisioning. Then the third one, if you see, network provisioning. So network provisioning is nothing but setting up a network. So if you see, what are the users? Again, there are different roles of users, right? So setting up a network with cables and other thing is a tedious task. So mostly this network provisioning command will be used by telecommunication industry people. Okay, so networking is one of an important factor. Then the last one, if you see, that is service provisioning. So service provisioning, if you see, it is nothing but setting up a service and managing the data related to that particular service. So what are all the services that can be provided to the customers? So those services are managed by this service provisioning. Okay, so here we have two kinds of thing, like self-service portal. So self-service portal is, there will, you have to give, if you want to book a gas. So if you see, it will ask what is your mobile number. You have to press your mobile number. And of course, your IVR will be there. Press 1 to book a gas, press 2 to cancel. So likewise. So if you press 1, your gas has been booked. So this is called a self-portal. Okay, so there must be some self-portal available in cloud services also, so that it will be helpful for the customers to access these services. So similarly, this provisioning has to be automated. So automated in the sense, without a person intervention, when you apply, of course, the system itself has to give a reply. Okay, so it must be automated, and also it must provide self-portal services also. Okay, so these are the different resource provisioning methods that are available under cloud. Okay, so server provisioning, setting up a server, user provisioning, so what are the rights and authorization privileges available has to be set up, network provisioning, setting up a network, and service provisioning, so it is used to set up services and manage all those services. Okay, so in today's class, I have taught you two things. One is inter-cloud resource management, as well as I have taught you resource provisioning and its methods. Okay, so in the next class, I will be teaching you global exchange of cloud services in detail. Okay, thank you.